All right, let's start off here on number 2. So we're going to solve these with the quadratic formula. So I always think it's nice to write down the quadratic formula so that we can help remember it here. So it's x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. And then that's all over 2a. So we have here a is 8. That's positive 8. B is negative 8. And then c is negative 1. They just go in order there. So I'm going to do x equals negative b, so that'll be negative 8, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that's negative 8 squared, minus 4 times 8 times negative 1, all over 2 times 8, 2 times a. So now I'm going to simplify this. So we know negative 8 is actually positive 8. And then the square root, negative 8 squared is 64. And then I have negative 4 times 8 is negative 32 times negative 1 is actually plus 32 here for that negative 4 times 8 times negative 1, all over 16. Now I'm not allowed to reduce it yet. I have to see what's going to come out in front of the radical first. So I'm going to go ahead and do this addition right here. So that would be 96 over 16. So now we need to break down the 96 because I'm not allowed to reduce inside the radical with outside. I know that's divisible by 3, so it'll be 3 and 32. And 32 can break down into 4 and 8, which is 4 and 2, which is 2 and 2. And then this one's 2 and 2 as well. So it looks like I have twin 2's here, twin 2's there, a loner 2 and a loner 3. So remember that our twins get to go outside. So outside I have these 2's and these 2's, so that'll multiply together to make 4. And then inside I have the loner 2 and the loner 3, which makes 6. And that's all over 16. Lastly, I'm going to reduce all of this, and I kind of make a heart here. It's got to be the number in front of the radical, and the number on the bottom. I can actually divide all of those by 4, so we always have to divide all those by the same number to reduce. So that's going to become 2 plus or minus radical 6 all over 4, just dividing everything by 4. All right, next up, number 4 here, so same idea. But on this one, I need to get one side to 0 first. That is important on the quadratic formula, so I'm going to add the 3 over. All right, and so now I'll do the quadratic formula. I'll write it down again. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So I have my a as 1, my b as 5, and my c as negative 1. And so we will do, so that'll be x equals negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 5 squared minus 4, and then a is 1, and then c is negative 1, all over 2 times a. So now we'll go ahead and simplify. That's going to stay negative 5. This will be 25. And then negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, times negative 4 is actually plus 4, all over 2. And so then I get negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 29 all over 2. Now 29 actually doesn't break down. And so since that does not break down, I'm not going to be able to simplify it, so this is just my answer. All right, next up here, number 6. So again, I'm going to subtract 8 over to this side, so I get 4v squared plus 8v minus 8 equals 0. Now on this one, I actually see that we can divide this all by 4. I actually am allowed to do that as long as I do it to every term on both sides of the equation. So I can actually just do this as v squared plus 2v minus 2. I should get the same answer even if I don't do that, but it'll just make the numbers smaller here. So now I'm going to jump into my quadratic formula. Again, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That's a c right there. Okay, so I have a negative 2 here plus or minus the square root of 2 squared, as b is 2, minus 4 times a is 1, c is negative 2. All over 2 times 1. So we'll simplify in the radical here. So this will be 4. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times negative 2 is plus 8 all over 2. So this will be, and let's move up here. Negative 2 plus or minus rad 12 all over 2. I'm not allowed to reduce yet because I can't reduce a number inside the radical with a number outside. So I need to break this down. So I'll do 4 and 3, which is 2 and 2. So I get those twin 2's outside and the loner 3 staying inside. And so I go negative 2 plus or minus 2 rad 3 over 2. And now I can reduce all three of these numbers together with my heart there. So I'm going to put negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 3. That's really kind of all over 1, but I don't need that. And there's also a 1 in front of the radical. I don't need that either. The one I do need is this one right here. Since that's adding, I need to show that as a negative 1. So this will be my answer just like that. All right, next up, number 8. So this one I need to get one side to 0 first. So I'm going to subtract the 4v here and subtract the 7. So that'll cancel that out. I get 2v squared. 6v minus 4v is 2v. And then the minus 7 there doesn't have anything to add to. So now I'm going to get into quadratic formula again. I'll go ahead and write it down again. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So I know here b is 2, so I'm going to put negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 7 all over 2 times 2. So we get negative 2 plus or minus the square root of, this will be 4, and then negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times negative 7 is plus 28 all over 4. So this will be negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 32 all over 4. I'm not allowed to reduce yet. I need to break down this 32. So I can do that as 8 and 4. Which will be 4 and 2, 2, 2. And I got a bunch of 2's here. So I'll just group them up in twins. But I do have this one loner. So 2 2's going outside mean that we're going to have a 4 outside. 2 sets of 2, excuse me. And then the one loner 2 will stay inside. And now that I have that number in front of the radical, I can reduce all of these together. I'm going to divide them all by 2, which will give me negative 1 plus or minus 2 rad 2. It's technically all over 1, but I'm not going to write that. All right, next up here we have the discriminant. So the discriminant is just the inside of the radical on the formula, quadratic formula. So that's just b squared minus 4ac. And it's really important that we understand that, because if that comes out positive, it actually means we have 2 real solutions. If it comes out to 0, that means we have 1 real solution. And then if it comes out to a negative number, it means we have no real solutions, which actually means we have 2 imaginary solutions, because imaginary solutions are kind of the opposite of real. So I would kind of take those 2 answers interchangeably. So we're just going to do that here. So on number 10, I see A is 3, B is 1. C, I would say, is 0. We really don't have one. And so I'm going to do b squared. So that's 1 squared minus 4 times a times c. Now 1 squared is obviously 1. 4 times 3 is 12, or negative 12 times 0 is actually 0. So the discriminant here is actually 1. And according to my chart, what that means is that we have 2 real solutions. So I'm going to write that down since it's positive. All right, so same idea here. We're just going to do b squared minus 4ac. And if it comes out to a positive, that's going to mean 2 real solutions. If it comes out 0, that's going to be 1 real solution. And if it comes out to a negative, that is going to be no real solution. That is 2 imaginary solutions, but it's going to be nothing real. Okay, so we know here A is negative 2. B is 4, C is negative 2. So I'm just going to do 4 squared minus 4 times negative 2 times negative 2. So this is going to be 16. And then negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. So this is going to come out to 0, which means we have 1 real solution. All right, on number 14 and 15 for the discriminant for our b squared minus 4ac, we do have to get one side to 0, so I'm going to add this 3 over. It doesn't have anybody to combine with, so I'm just going to leave it like this. And, all right, so now we'll do a is 5, b is 6, and c is 3. So I'll do b squared minus 4 times a times c. So that's 36. And then this would be 20 times 3, so that's going to be negative 60. So that is going to come out to negative 24. And whenever it's negative, we know that means no real solutions. You could also say that there are 2 imaginary solutions, which means the same thing. All right, next up we want to solve these by factoring. So for factoring, we always want to get one side to 0. So I'm going to add this 5r squared over, and we're also going to subtract 3. So then I get 3r squared minus 11r plus 10 equals 0. So now I want to factor this. I know I'm going to have to use the grouping here since we have this 3r squared, so I'm going to set that up right now. But I need to think of the two numbers that multiply to 30 and add to negative 11. Let's see, so it'll be negative 6, negative 5, all right? So then I split that up here, negative 6r, negative 5r, and you can do that in a different order, that's okay. I'm going to group it up here. So the first group I can take out 3r, leaving me with r minus 2. The second group I can take out negative 5, which also leaves me with r minus 2. Remember, when you take out a negative, it does switch the signs. You can see I got 3r minus 5 on the outside and r minus 2 on the inside. So those are my parentheses equal to 0. Now I do need to solve these by splitting them up and setting them equal to 0 individually. So I'm going to add the 5 over. So 3r equals 5. And then divide by 3, so r equals 5 over 3. And then this one I would add the 2 over, so I got r equals 2. All right, lastly here I'm going to do completing the square. So for completing the square, remember I do want this number over here, so I'm not going to move that. I don't need to get one side to 0. So I'm going to jump right into my b over 2 squared for completing the square. So that's negative 6 over 2 squared, negative 3 squared, which is positive 9. So I'm going to add 9 to both sides. So that tells me what I need to add to both sides. All right, so now I'm going to factor this with x. So I have 9 and negative 6. That's negative 3 and negative 3. So I'm going to put v minus 3 squared equals 3. So now we can square root both sides. And so v minus 3 equals plus or minus rad 3. And then I'm just going to add this 3 over. I'm going to put that in front. So I got 3 plus or minus the square root of 3.